morning. Another silver lining. And this is an American story. But I think it's important that we gain a bit of an understanding of what's going on worldwide, because while it's important to focus on the Irish context, Ireland's context is intimately plugged into what's going on in America, and vice versa, and what's going on in the continent in Europe, and what's going on around the world at large. It's all interconnected. This is the world we live in at the moment, for good and for ill. So the point of this is, I was listening to Dan Bongino last night. He's a former Secret Service agent, and he is part of setting up Rumble, which is like a version of YouTube, and an alternative to YouTube, I should say. And he was suggesting that with Joe Biden being taken out, and you can see it in some, like The Hill have a story on it, why we need Hillary Clinton more than ever. A few other media outlets have a similar story, that Hillary Clinton is shaping up to take Joe's position either now or in the election as a whole, right? However, he was suggesting that what he's hearing through the grapevine is that Kamala Harris is beginning to posture that she wants it, as she's the vice president at the moment, so she's naturally the next in line, and Joe Biden has endorsed her as well, alright? So he was suggesting that Kamala is beginning to spread the word that she's going to use the diversity, equity and inclusive stuff, the positive discrimination element. She's going to use that. So anyone that goes against her will be smeared as a racist. What's really interesting in that, and why that should be interesting to people in Ireland, is because if it is Hillary, and Hillary is feeling herself and she is going to go for the presidency, do you really believe that she's going to go and just accept the vice president's role? Especially under another woman? I don't believe that will be the case. So will Kamala Harris attempt to slander Hillary Clinton by calling her a racist? If so, great. Off you go. This is the diversity, equality nonsense. This is going to explode, I would imagine, if this is the way things go. If Kamala Harris decides to dig her heels in and state that, look, first black woman, anyone that's going against that is against diversity and they're racist. So, if this system really wants Hillary in, which it looks like they do and they did before, they would probably select her over Kamala Harris. Okay? She's probably more popular, even though she's not that popular, I don't believe. But she's more well known. She looks like she has a bit more grit to her. Kamala Harris just seems a little bit vacuous, right? But anyway, if they decide, the Democratic Party and all the orgs and arms attached to it, if they decide that they really want Hillary in place, but Kamala Harris is standing in the way saying, if you try and push me aside, number one, I'll slander you, but number two, I might even sue you for discriminating against me because I'm black. That's the only reason that you're not giving me the position or allowing me to assume the natural position, which is the president. Because the president is no longer running. I'm the president. I'm the vice president. I'm next in line, and you're trying to take that away from me. She might make the claim that they're doing that because of the colour of her skin. If she does, that is going to be great, because the Hillary side might go a long way towards trying to deconstruct and show the illegitimacy of the DEI stuff. So, while this sounds like just a little petty squabble about which position both people are going to take, if it is those two people, right, the upside of that is it could create a bit of a schism and a civil war with the diversity and equity and equality nonsense being centre table, being the centrepiece to the argument. And in order to get Hillary in, if Kamala decides to play that card, they will have to deconstruct the positive discrimination stuff, okay? And that's only a boom. That's only an absolute positive for people in Ireland. So the winds of America blow this way, all right? So they still lead, whether you like them or not. They are, I suppose, the summit of Western civilization in people's minds and hearts, or whatever the case is. So, if Dan Bongino is correct, and Kamala Harris is going to dig her heels in and play the race card, then in order for Hillary Clinton to get into that position of president, they might have to deconstruct the diversity nonsense, which is, as I said, it's only great. So, another silver lining this morning, potentially, but what is the thing? Don't interrupt your enemies when they're in the process of destroying themselves. Like, this is what you're looking at now. Great.